Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of June 13th. I'm Catherine Holeko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hi there.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give into our obsessing, and today we are obsessing about teacher gifts. This is timely and also was prompted by something that Terry heard on the Bobby Bones show. So Terry, tell us what they said.
On the Bobby Bones show, they have a mailbag feature, and so somebody had written in to say that she wanted to give as a gift to her daughter's 6th grade teacher at the end of the year a bottle of wine. And was it okay, did they think, to give a 6th grade teacher a bottle of wine? And what the people on the show mostly said was, as long as you're not giving a 6th grader a bottle of wine, and as long as you're not sending it in your kid's backpack to give to the teacher during school hours, sure, that's fine. Especially if you know the teacher well enough to know that they enjoy wine, why not? Probably they would appreciate it and could use a drink after the end of the school year. And that's sort of what I thought about it, too. You know, I would never have thought about giving alcohol to one of my kids' teachers, but I could see why, certain teachers would appreciate that very much, probably more than the other things that they get. But my husband, who was listening to it, thought that was the stupidest thing he'd ever heard. And of course you would not give a teacher a bottle of wine. Why would you give a teacher a bottle of wine? That was a horrible thing to do. And that everybody who thinks that it's okay, that's just stupid. So I thought I would ask you guys, both, do you think it's okay to give a teacher a bottle of wine? Would there be a particular grade level before which it would not be appropriate? And also, what do you give to teachers? I guess Dunkin' Donut gift cards, I think, was our thing for a while.
Yeah.
My kids were young. I got really fancy, and I would buy mugs, and I would fill them with chocolate kisses, and I would wrap them up, and they would be really spectacular. But by the end, I think it was just gift cards and thank yous. Mm-hmm. But wine. Never thought about wine.
I feel like if it's the wine only works if you really, really know that teacher well.
You would have to.
Yeah.
Yes. Know that they enjoy tipping a glass back after a long day with 6th graders.
Right. Yeah, but otherwise, I don't know. That's like, it's not that it's a personal gift, but it's just something. It just kind of makes some assumptions, I guess, about the person. Yes. So if you know them well, then you know that it would be appreciated.
You see them down at the bar every night, guzzling Chablis. It's a safe gift.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody ever give you a bottle of wine, Nicole?
Never.
Scott?
Never.
I mean, I wonder if do schools have rules? Like, would they say, no, you can't accept that?
Well, they don't have rules well, not like written rules, at least not when I was working and where I worked, but it would have probably been socially frowned upon to receive a bottle of wine. Yeah. Like it would be like,
slip it to them in the parking lot. Psst.
Yeah.
That's a good year.
And I don't know if I would have at the time. I might have been like, oh, this is interesting. But it wasn't like a wine culture then either. Like, I feel like we're more of a wine culture these days. Mm-hmm. And, but yeah, I think I probably would have felt a little weird about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially I taught grade 3. Like, I don't think I would have wanted a student to bring it in, and I wouldn't have wanted to have received it, during school hours.
Yeah.
Right. It's like they would have to deliver it to your house or something.
Yeah. Like there had to be an alternate way of, maybe if the mom passed it to me in the parking lot, in a brown paper bag, marked, under the cloak of darkness.
Right.
Yeah. I do feel there are some kids, though, where, somebody giving you a bottle of scotch at the end of the year and saying, I think you need this after dealing with my kid.
Right. Thanks for dealing with my
9 months
child.
Yeah.
Accept this with my apologies.
I don't know of any parent that would do that.
I would not have had the nerve, for sure. Plus, which, one of my kids had fetal alcohol syndrome, so that wouldn't be too cool.
That would be
inappropriate. Kind of not cool.
Enjoy this and don't think about the harm it's done.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's the weirdest thing you ever got as a teacher gift, Nicole?
A box of half-eaten chocolates.
Oh, no.
Did the kid eat them while he was walking to
I'm
school?
assuming so. I'm assuming it was the student because it was very odd. It was very odd. I mean, I appreciated all my gifts. That was definitely by far the one that stood out. There were quite a few missing in that box. Lord.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Just trying to help you not gain too much weight. Just did you
exactly.
Teacher.
The other one I thought was kind of funny was a piggy bank.
What?
Yeah, I was like,
did it have money in it?
is it because I'm a teacher and I don't make a lot of money and I need to save it?
Right.
Did they spot you a few pennies to start out?
Yeah, I'm like, should I be, saving because I spend all my money on classroom materials?
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of it was an interesting gift.
Yeah.
But I worked in a very low socioeconomic area, so gifts weren't really a thing, to be honest with you. I would maybe get one or two at the end of the school year. Not like some teachers or schools get gifts. I mean, they get a whole teacher appreciation week here in America.
Wow.
They don't do that in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of a big thing.
Yeah.
So,
I was at least in elementary school. I gifted everybody. I gave something to the teacher, to the paraprofessional, to the bus people, to anybody who had been nice to my child over the year. You have some M&Ms.
Right.
Just because it seemed like the thing to do. And I really was genuinely, in most cases, very grateful. Some people, maybe a lump of coal I would have preferred, but still. But then you wonder, is this really over the top? And do people, the teacher at the end of the day, look at all this crap that they've been given and say, I'll lug this home and throw it away. But is it all appreciated, or is it sometimes like...
That's why the consumable
really
type stuff is,
Yeah.
the gift cards or the
Yeah.
food or whatever.
My friend's a teacher, and she often she says she gets a whole bunch of gift cards at the end of the year, which I guess is a preferable thing. Seems lazy to me, though. I put in a lot of work on my teacher's gifts. Dang it!
I like it because you have options.
Yeah.
But interesting though too. I mean, just kind of going back to the districts that I worked in, the schools I worked in, culturally, there were a lot of people in my area who came from other countries, came directly from other countries. So giving teachers a gift was not a thing.
Huh.
Right.
So, the kind of gift that you get may depend on, the family's
True.
experience with gift giving to teachers.
Right. Yeah.
So to
Maybe
speak.
how friendly you've been with the teacher over the years. I mean, over the year, the course of the year. You have had a lot of very tense parent-teacher meetings. Maybe like a dead rat or something in it.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. There are a few people. No. I believe I gave them chocolate nonetheless, but... My kids had therapists, too. I had to give it was quite a list of people.
Yeah.
You had a long
At Christmas
laundry
and
list
at
of
the end of
people.
the year. Yeah, all the therapists, because you don't want to leave anybody out. And the people who don't get stuff so much appreciate it more, maybe.
Right.
I think the bus lady was very happy to be remembered.
Yeah, I always had all the coaches. So
Oh, yeah.
that could add up to a lot of people. I did once receive a kind of what I thought was a little bit of a strange gift from a teacher. Was when one of my kids was in kindergarten, I think. No, I think it was after I had had a child in this teacher's class. A year or two later, I had a pregnancy loss, and, the people at the school knew about it. And this one teacher just gave me a check for $10. And I was like, is this what we do? Like when people are grieving? Of course, like the thought, I appreciated, she wanted to do something. She wanted to acknowledge it. But I never before had received a check, in that instance. And, and I was like, I feel strange cashing this. Like it just,
isn't it weird?
Yeah, it was very, very odd.
Is it like in a card?
It must have been in a card.
She didn't just say, so sorry for your loss. Here's $10.
Here's $10. Buy yourself some Starbucks.
Wow.
It was, people gave us food, obviously, and plants and flowers and cards and that kind of thing. All of which is, it seems sort of what you do, right? So yeah, it took me aback a little bit.
Wow.
But, like I said, of course, in that situation, I'm sure you just don't know what to do. And
right.
So it was unique.
Well, gift all your teachers this year a link to this fine podcast where they might learn a thing or two about what parents are thinking. Could be useful, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to send it to the one who gave me the check.
No, that's fine. Let's see. Yes, yeah. Cross off the list everybody we've talked about here. Anyway, that will be it for today's Round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundabout roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout-out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat. And if you want to give us a bottle of wine, 2/3 of us would probably enjoy that very much.
Mm-hmm.